All right, so I just came out of the school to speak to the vice principal. They have a different vice principal now, and and she's telling me that my daughter was running in the yard and somebody bumped into her. So I said to her, I said, okay, well let me ask you a question, right? I said if somebody bumped into her, if she's running, normally when you're running, you fall. You tend to want to, your natural instinct to protect yourself, which is to put your hands forward to brace your fall. I said that didn't happen. The injury on my daughter's hands happened in the back of her hands, right? So that means that somebody pushed her by so hard and so fast that she didn't even have time to react. That's how you see when you're running and somebody bump into you, you're still in that falling motion, right? But if somebody pushed you from behind really, really fast, you have no time to protect yourself. And then how you would fall, that the fact that look at the clowns. Look at the idiots, look at the clowns. Look at the clowns. Yeah, look at the clowns. Yeah, you, the clowns. No, you, the clowns. So anyhow, dude, look at the wrist thing and all that stuff. Whatever. Like whatever, motherfucker. Looking over at the gas station, like whatever. So anyhow, right. So they pushed her so hard that when she fell, she almost tumbled over. Right, tumbled over. Okay. So, and I'm like, okay, but there are other kids around her. I said, that was the first question I asked. I said, there were other kids around you that saw it. And she named one kid that was with her. She didn't tell me she was running. Right? So, again, look at them. They feel they're so, again, I go to the school and they do this this whole skit thing, right? Again, I talk about that, the brainwashing. Right? The brainwashing that they've done to me. Okay? So, and they think that, it's okay for them to do that, but it's not. And I am going to, like I said, I'm going to sue them in a way in which they'll never do this again, because I'm going to make them pay. And I'm going to make sure that they all are held accountable. Anyhow, and this is why I continue to expose them. So one of the things they try to do now is, like I see them try to, and I've done this before, try to coercively persuade me through manipulation, again, psychological manipulation, to, wear my mask all the time and wear my shades indoors all the time when I don't need to. And the thing is that they've been doing this shit for years. And I keep on showing them that, listen, you can't do that. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do. I'm gonna still, if it's a cloudy day, I mean, today's a cloudy day. Right? But I'm wearing my shades again because it's windy, and lately a lot of stuff been going into my eyes. But I've come outside without my shades on, without my mask on, which I have right now. I don't have my mask on right now. I took it off from off of the bus. Now look at what they're doing. Look.
This is Roger.
Huh?
Roger.
Roger? Over there. You gotta walk 1 block over. Yeah. So, of course they're gonna send he know what he's doing. He know what he does because look. The street says Bedford, right? He walks all the way up here, okay? Stands, look into the whatever store it was. I think it was a restaurant in there. Looking through into the restaurant, asking me about Rogers. And guess what? You see these two people in front of me? He didn't ask them, right? He didn't ask them. He waited for me. So that's to tell you. Again, I'm showing you guys exactly how they do there. And like I said, I'm going to expose them in every single way. Right? Just usually, like I said, they will start the same thing over and over again. It is the same condition and the same tactic, the same methods. They may introduce something new. Right? Yeah, they may introduce something new. Right? And again, it's like trying to use these people as false witness or whatever, or some sort of to identify me. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm on YouTube, motherfucker. I'm on YouTube, motherfuckers. Okay? Right? Go to my channel. It has my name on it. You know what I'm saying? Right? But you see, it gives them the excuse to say, oh, we have not psychologically damaged him. We have not, what have you. That's what it gives them. It gives them that excuse, right? Because again, they're making the rules. They're making, they're making the rules. They're changing the rules. They're twisting the rules to their advantage, right? I talk about this and what they did in terms of what the American Association of Psychiatry did, those that sit on the board, changing the rules of torture to make it okay, right? To make it legal, right? Because these motherfuckers, these dark triads, right? Think that they can abuse, torture people, and say that, it's okay. Why? Because the American Association of Psychologists said it's okay, right? To allow waterboarding and stuff like that. And on top of that, do you know that it's a policy of there that if they're torturing somebody, right? As long as there's a psychologist in the building, it's okay for them to do that. It is okay for them to do that, right? I mean, come on, these people is, like I said, they're out of their fucking mind. And this is what they've done. They try to make us out of our mind because they're out of their minds. Okay, so when we start thinking like them, we are thinking out of our minds when we start thinking like them. Because we are behaving like them. And guess what? We are not behaving like them to them. We are behaving like them to each other, to us to each other. Okay? You got to know their pathology, right? You got to study their psychopathology. That they're psychotic, they're social, and that it is in their nature to be that way. It is in their nature, and we have to come to that realization. And so we have to fight back and say no. Look at our history. We are different people because why? Because we are more human than they are. We believe more in humanity than they do. This is why they can go around abusing people, because they don't believe in humanity. Their humanity is not really based on love and their love for each other, but that's about it. Go and look at our history. Go look at our history. I'm talking about black history, okay? Our people welcome everybody. And everybody else did what? Abused, brutalized, murder, raped, all that stuff to us, right, as a people, right? And they put themselves in a position of power where they can do whatever they want to anybody. So, and they keep us at the bottom. Why? Because we're probably the only people on this earth, right, that can stand up to them in a way in which they need to be stand up to remind them, right? Again, the ice cream truck again. I tell you, I know the tactics so well. And it's always on this block now. Always on this block when I come here. Immediately afterwards, the ice cream truck will come. All right, watch this. And again, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother, because I know because like I said, I've studied this program, so I know what it is that they do. I know, right? And because they know, again, through the false narrative they created, they know that they've created a personality within me that they know that I'm trying to reverse. Okay, they know this. That's why they do what they're doing.